Today on Heavy Metal Frequency, I'm reviewing Nightrage, Sweet Vengeance. This is the first Nightrage album, and as compared to Descent into Chaos, it's more melodic. It's not quite as heavy. It's more dynamic, a little bit proggy, or if this was any more proggy, it would be almost like a progressive Melodeath album, which is really, really cool. And so the sonic textures are a little bit uneven. Like the first track, Tremor is a little bit heavier. It's got some old school Melodeath to it. I feel like it's got a little bit of actual death metal to it as well. But it's pretty much an old school Melodeath song. It's got some nice development. Really, really cool. Thomas Lindberg actually does some honest to God gutturals on it, which is pretty interesting. The Glow of the Setting Sun is a really nice intro. It's a really, really nice Melodeath song. Hero has almost kind of like a power metal feel, and Thomas England from Evergrey does some power metal-ish vocals on it, which is really, really cool. He's on a couple of the tracks. Elusive Emotion has a really great, slightly slower Melodeath feel to it. It's like not necessarily like a Melodeath doom track, but it's a little bit slower and more deliberate than a normal like Gothenburg Melodeath song. It's really, really cool. And some of the understroke scoring is really, really nice on here. On it. Gloomy Daydreams is fantastic. It's one of my favorite songs ever. The main theme is incredibly catchy. It's fantastic. Macabre Apparition has a little bit of almost like black metal to it, like how Being Nothing had some black metal to it on Descent into Chaos. It's got a little bit of a black metal feel to it. In My Heart is similarly, it's a little more old school Gothenburg Melodeath. Ethereal has almost like a power metal, black metal vibe to it. It's got a little power metal, a little bit of black metal. It has some like black metal speed picking with some like power metal epicness, and it's a really, really cool song. Some of the guitar development is some of the best as far as creative guitar playing goes I've ever seen. Circle of Pain, yeah, I think that's the next. Hold on. Yeah, Circle of Pain is one of the Thomas England tracks, and it's almost like a self-contained operetta. It's really, really cool. And Thomas Lindberg does some of the backing vocals on it, but I feel like Thomas England is the lead vocalist on this song. And Ends of the Earth is kind of like if you combined Ethereal and Circle of Pain. I feel like it's got some really unique drumming on it. It's really, really cool, and it's a really nice choice of tracks to like wind down the album with. And then the final track, The Howling of Wolves, is The Howls of the Wolves, sorry, is a really nice like outro. It's an acoustic, it's like a flamenco acoustic song, and then it has like a little bit of the Melodeath catchiness. But this is a fantastic album. It's one of my favorite albums ever, and I would highly recommend you pick up a copy, because this is the two Thomas Lindberg Nightrage albums are some of the best Melodeath albums that I know of. Thank you.